Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. So here is our Saturday guidance message. This week is going quickly, I'll tell you that. I think this full moon energy, I don't know quite exactly what's been going on, but I've certainly been feeling a lot of this energy. And I know I haven't been reporting back to you or doing as many readings, but that's just for a short while. But this is always a start of a new day. You never know. You never know what may happen. Yeah, I feel as though there's certainly been a well, there's been all sorts of things going on within the energy. So, is it a good time to be in hermit or to come out? Perhaps you've been coming out of hermit mode. Perhaps you're still coming out of hermit mode. And whilst you've been in hermit mode, there's been all sorts of shenanigans taking place. Now, I've just shuffled the deck and we have just got some cards pop out from the Sacred Rebels. So we've got Inspiration, card 3, and Focus on the Light. Let me hold these properly. There we go. This is our message today. Inspiration, focus on the light. So we've got a 3, 7. Okay. So what's the bottom of the deck? Shock of the new. Okay. Shock of the new. I like how this card reflects the images on both cards on the table. We've got the sunflowers. And we've got this inspirational music. That's what's coming to mind, coming to your mind. Inspiration. Focus on the light. Shock. The new. Okay. So someone's inspired by the light, by your light. Inspired by your light. It's going to come quite what's the words? It's going to come quite of a shock. Like that, like a flash. All of a sudden. Okay. Flash. Let's read the message. Inspiration. An idea has captured your attention, or will do so very soon. It may be a grand vision, or the vague sense of something that could be. You are being encouraged to accept the vision, the idea, or the inspiration, as it is important to your creative and spiritual growth. Also, it is possible. The bee is bringing you healing, medicine, wisdom from nature to aid the message of the oracle of inspiration. The bee is a powerful spirit totem. Bees are able to fly with wings that are significantly small in proportion to their heavier bodies. They can do so because of the sheer speed with which their wings move. Your idea, even if it seems like a big, substantial plan, might be difficult to get off the ground and up and running, but it can succeed. You will attract great helpers to you and the earth will support the success of this project, idea, or vision, because it is about helping the greater good as well as your own growth and development. When the Earth Mother lends you nature wisdom to support your healing and growth, you know you have an exceptionally powerful ally to your cause. Let this bring you confidence. If you have also drawn the After the Storm card, consider this message amplified. Allow inspiration to fill you with enthusiasm, an expectation of magic, and marvelous synchronicity. As people, situations, and opportunities fall into place to help bring your inspiration into reality. This idea has the potential to flower into so much more than you realize. It has great potential. It can become something that feeds and nourishes others on their creative and personal healing paths too. It has the quality of a mission and is so much more than one singular idea. When an inspiration comes from the greater creative intelligence of the universe, even when it makes itself known as an idea coming through a human source, all that is needed to bring it into being will be available at the right time. For the human channel of the idea, it is just a matter of being open, receptive, trusting, and enthusiastic about what has come through. Everything required for each step will naturally be attracted to support the success of the project according to divine timing. The healing process below will help you manifest the support needed for your inspiration to take flight. This oracle also comes with the message that you are a vehicle for inspiration. You are meant to think and do things differently. You are capable of receiving fresh ideas that are not so out there or different that they stop being practical, helpful, and wonderful. You are being asked to avoid the trap of doubting your ideas are special or interesting enough. Your inspiration comes direct from the universal creative source, and you are being asked to believe and recognize the signature of great intelligence within your inspirational ideas and creative urges, and to act accordingly. To sum up, this card indicates that sweet success, like abundant honey, is coming your way through your commitment to and development of an idea that you have already had or will soon receive. See it through to the end. Believe. Okay, believe. So within that message, we were guided to take part in the healing process. So I'll keep that page open and we will read the other messages and see how the reading message pans out for you. Okay, focus on the light now. Focus on the light. You've got to believe that this sweet success, like abundant honey, will be oozing into your life. You have to believe it to receive it. Okay. Focus on the light. A tremendous force of light is gathering around you. It is attracted to the purity of your intention to create from your heart. As your intention grows, so does the light. As the light grows, so does your intention. Magic wants to happen for you now. The synchronicity, perfect timing, opportunities and information that are needed will seem to be drawn right to your door. You may start to feel as if you cannot walk outside without stumbling into something helpful, wonderful, and inspiring. Absolutely perfect message to follow on from the card Inspiration. So, you might be startled as this interplay of light with your heart evokes many new successes and attracts an abundance of opportunities your way. You may need to adjust as the field of light grows stronger and its effect becomes more palpable. It may bring rather dramatic improvements into your world. You may be uncomfortable or feel out of your depth with these changes. This would be understandable, but it would be a shame for you to hold on to that resistance for anything more than a brief moment. Any resistance or fear will inhibit the continuing free flow of the light so that it can manifest its beauty through you in the physical world where it is needed. It is best to stay focused on your pure heart and intentions. Just allow all else to happen of its own accord without making it mean anything too personal. Simply let it be the workings of the great light of love flowing through a pure heart and touching the world. Even if the light that is drawn to you and flows through you has some dazzling effects, you don't have to get caught up in it. Doing so might start you worrying that you are unworthy or that you are unable to keep it. This worry will constrict possibilities rather than allowing the free flow of the light. You have permission simply to be appreciative of the light and to enjoy it as you continue to focus on what really matters, the pure intention of your heart and your desire to create. If you are not sure what this means or how it would look on a practical level, consider this example. A service-oriented business becomes very successful financially and gains considerable commercial power, which can be used to help promote its message or assist other organizations in gaining exposure to the public. Of course, that power could be used in less pure ways, such as boosting personal ego rather than promoting the agenda of the heart. Power games and politics might start erupting as the people grab for their share, and suddenly the purity of the project begins to crumble. Sometimes success can be like a powerful mirror and a shining searchlight as it shows up what was already within someone or a group of people. Under the spotlight of success, it is more intense, amplified, and obvious. This can give us an opportunity to sow the seeds of our own destruction or to work on what arises from a heart-centered perspective to create a firmer foundation that supports even greater attainment. How would that work in this example? By returning attention to the heart of why the business was started in the first place. It is wise to maintain focus on the pure, original motivation for the work, rather than shifting course to focus on money or influence. The latter are not bad per se, but they are a rather different vibration, focused on personal gain rather than heart-centered contribution. When focus shifts from the heart, the underlying energy of any creative project can become contaminated with lower vibrational forces, such as fear, which is behind greed, for example. It is if this is not rectified, that business or creative project will begin to change. it will lose the luster of its original purpose that made it so attractive and magnetic to the light. Its continued ability to grow as a light in the world is diminished. It may end up becoming just another corporate machine, successful according to more conventional measures or not. The genuine, heart-centered success that creates a win-win field of energy for all involved can only be attained, nurtured, and expanded when those creating the project or business remain focused on the purity of their own original intentions. This oracle brings an assurance of success of the highest order, not just commercially, but from the heart. It will manifest as a highly valuable offering to the world. This applies to a project, endeavor, or organization in which you are involved. Your heart will help you realize which group or project it applies to. It may be more than one. However, you must stay focused. Enjoy the glittering lights of success, but don't be distracted by them. Stay on point with what you want to create and why. Stay true to yourself. This oracle also brings you another message. Don't be distracted by other paths around you at this time, as you are too close to succeeding on the one you are on now. Diluting your energies in the pursuit of too much will slow down your success, and the world needs your light to shine sooner rather than later. In time, you may diversify and explore other ways to express yourself, but for now, build with what you are working on and know that success, like abundant honey, is swiftly coming into your life. Okay, so shock of the new. What wild, unconventional voice is calling to you? Can you hear it? It is so different and so unusual. It might be hard to decipher, much like my last reading that I uploaded. I did, I pinned the time. I'm not sure the correct terminology there, but I did pin the time in a comment. So if you want to just go straight to that time in the reading and then listen intently to the background as I'm speaking, there's some sort of like growling in the background. It's like the beast is awake. So if you can hear it. Okay. So what wild, unconventional voice is calling to you? Can you hear it? It is so different and so unusual. It might be hard to decipher, like hearing an unfamiliar language for the first time. It might be hard to discern with great clarity now, but there is an affinity between you and this strangely beautiful newness seeking to manifest. That's so fascinating because that's not the first time. That's reading that just reminded me. A few nights ago, I heard the foxes because every night before I go to bed, they're there waiting for me, so I kind of have to feed them now. They are the animals of the universe, and I'm their chosen one. I'm one of their chosen ones, it feels. So they are there now every night, 4 of them. But I could hear them. I heard them calling out and speaking to one another in the distance when I was out looking out my window. And it honestly, it actually sounded it sounded like an alien language. There was no other way to describe it. It sounded like an alien language, and yet I was able to decipher that they had just called out. They said two words to each other in their alien language, and they said, "Ladies back." Honestly, I that's what they said to one another. They called out, they spread the message, they let everybody know that I was back. And so yeah, within not that long, they were here. They were here. We're here. Oh dear. But yeah, you might be opening up to these other realms. It may feel as though you're not alone. You may feel or potentially even see things in the room with you. That's how close you are to this strangely beautiful, strangely beautiful universe, the unseen universe. Very interesting. So it might be hard to discern with great clarity now. But there is an affinity between you and this strangely beautiful newness seeking to manifest. What experiences have you had lately? Have you felt the presence of your guardian angels in the room with you? Just being near you whilst you decipher this energy, this newness, this unfamiliar language for the first time. Okay. So, this oracle says there is a stirring at the deepest level within you. Something new will break through, and the process of this birth may be a shock to you. The shock will transform into great joy and a sense of tremendous liberation. But you must first bear the strangeness. That strangeness might be something that rattles your beliefs about yourself and your world, daring you to become more of yourself, more open to where life is leading you, and more willing to be the unique sacred art being crafted by the hand of the universal creator. Nature never shies away from strange beauty. She allows her, she allows for endless diversity, and her sacred works are often peculiar and stunning. You live within her field of creative grace as a specially created work that also creates. You are being asked to surrender any fear you may have of being seen as exotic, unusual, eccentric, or bizarre. You are being asked to make peace with strange beauty and to let it happen through you in creative flow. Perhaps you need to allow your conventional ideas of beauty to become even more inspired and open. Perhaps you can allow your need for the world to behave according to your fixed ideas to fall away. You will receive so much more in its place. This oracle comes with a special message for you. There are rumblings and stirrings of the creative life force happening now, deep in the undercurrents of your being. If you are very attuned or sensitive, you may have consciously felt this already, with excitement, discomfort, or both. If you have not yet sensed these inner stirrings, they are happening all the same. So be on the lookout for the big shift of new birth, the shock of the new, the unconventional, the strangely beautiful, and the disturbing liberation of that which is foreign stepping into your life. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness, excuse me. This is life creating the stage upon which you will experience greater fulfillment. Don't be nervous. If the rumbling of change turns into a mighty roar that rocks boats, bursts forth as novel ideas, and changes things in a way that is out of your control. This is life happening. Free fall into it. The oracle of the shock of the new comes to you saying, the old way is on its way out. You are being invited, dragged, nurtured, and coerced into the new. You can handle it. This oracle brings you guidance. You are about to encounter something new and different in your life. This is helpful. Don't reject it, no matter how small or insignificant or how powerful and life-changing it may seem to be. You are being asked to dispense with your reliance on the past and what have been your tools to navigate life. You have outgrown your old methods. You will have to fly by the seat of your pants, so to speak, as you experiment with new ways to be. Life will show you the way. Indeed, it will. Life is showing you the way. And it's captured your attention, and you are learning to decipher that new language. And now it is time for you. Okay, it is time for you to step forwards. To step forwards. Hey, let's read our healing process to close out today's reading. But before that, splitting the deck, but it fell on receiving. So you are receiving visions of life beyond death. Softly, softly, the tender touch. So something's touching your heart. This vision that you've received. This message. Okay. And now it's led you to believe. You now believe. Okay. Interesting. What was the top of the deck? Against, oh no, it's not. It's follow your own rhythm. You know which way to go. And it is against the grain. Not with the mainstream. You go your own way. Because you are a listener for truth. You can see beyond You can see beyond, and you're releasing the dark wound, allowing that love to live within you. That's your inspired idea. And that's the journey you're walking and bringing to life. Okay. And so is, and so is, and so is your love. Your love is also dreaming this love to life. Okay. So if you would like to take part in the healing process, then please place your hands in prayer position at your heart. At your heart? Yes, at your heart. Or lay them on your lap with palms facing upwards in a gesture of receiving. Now, say the following aloud. May my inspired idea be blessed by the creative intelligence and love of this universe. May the perfection of divine timing govern the unfolding of this idea into its most beautiful and fulfilling form. May this idea attract the most nourishing people, situations, and opportunities so that it may live out its destiny to make a positive contribution to the world through sacred genius, love, and grace. So be it. When you are ready, sit quietly and say, I commit myself, body, heart, mind, and soul, to that which will illuminate me with golden inspiration and uplift me and those around me with love. I am open to receive all the support and protection needed to truly honor this commitment. So be it. Now, rest for a moment to complete your healing process. If you notice imagery of bees, actual bees, or people dressed like them, when you are out and about, you never know, stranger things have happened. Just know that this is a sign from the universe, playfully confirming your healing through this oracle. Okay. So that was our Sacred Rebels guidance message for today, Saturday, the 25th of May. So much love, everybody. Thank you for being here. I really hope that you found this message helpful today. So I will see you soon. Bye for now.